Hey guys, it's Liz here, and today I'm going to be recording a 1v1 with my close friend Liquid D-Box because a couple people in my clan, Akipa Phoenix or NX, have been asking for some commentary video or something along the lines of that where I play some races and I also give my feedback, my analysis, etc. etc. Today I will be playing 4 races outward and 4 races inward. So, I will be showing what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing right. And yeah, I guess that's what we're gonna do. So first up we have GBA Mario Circuit, which was picked by me. And let's just see how this goes. I do get the full rocket start. And I do get the SMG with the 2 coins. I'm making both mini turbos, so getting a coin. We'll hold this just in case V-Rex. Okay, V-Rex has a banana. Oh, that was a good snipe by him. That was a very good snipe. He knew my line. Yeah, he knew my line and what I was gonna go. So he threw that banana right where he wanted it and hit me. Okay, he had a decent shortcut, but I'm gonna fall in there. I'm gonna do the same thing I did last lap. And if you do hear the controller, it's because sometimes I have to switch from left to right, which is called counter drifting. This time there's no way he is able to snipe me, so I just take the last corner and then take a very tight line. But 2 bananas, that is very rare. I'm gonna take this no shortcut, I make it perfectly. You always want to hop at that exact time with the bitty buggy, because I named bitty buggy. But you always want to hop at that exact time, and I hit the off-road, which isn't really good. But you always want to hit that exact time to jump, or else you just won't get any air, or you'll get air, but you won't be far enough, and you won't be able to do that shortcut, probably. And that will be the end of GBA Mario Circuit. So yeah. Next up, we will have a track, and also, if I get quiet at times, it's because I'm also typing with Liquid U-Box at the same time. So, I'm just asking him what tracks he wants, stuff like that. I guess I'll pick SA, because he picked that last time. And we will see what he picks. Hopefully it's SA. Shooter tracking actually said, okay, well I picked SA. Because I feel like I need to work on that track. He picked DKJ. Okay, the next track will be DK Jungle 3DS. So, I guess one thing that's very crucial about this is the very beginning ramp strat. That's always very important to do. And to get the few starting points to get a bit of a break if you're first. Again, I didn't get the first starting piece, so you guys might have a bit of a break. I'm not sure. I'm gonna drafting and then do bridge strat, which is drifting from the left side to the right side of the flower, and then releasing the drift and tricking off of the flower to get more air and more speed. I'm gonna do actually this strat, which is you drift off the tree and then trick off the last one. What that does is that A, it makes you a bit faster, and B, it actually helps you avoid people's lines if they're trying to snipe you. Okay, so now I have a coin and a feeling. So I'm just gonna flip this feeling. I don't want to swag because that's kind of mean. So I'm just gonna be careful with this coin, see if he has a red, something like that. I'm gonna do ramp shot and just quickly into Strudel. Tripping. Not into the grass, that will happen sometimes. I'm just doing empty here. Okay, I have a banana. I'm gonna try go down here, use my mini turbo, and release it and drift. And trick, yeah. You also don't want to go too tight on the swings, because if you go too tight, you're gonna get basically beam cornered, which is like, you hit the corner by barely, but you fall off the map, and it causes you to be sent the other direction. I'm using red, so I'm gonna use it there. Okay, let's see if I can get this right. Okay, that's how you do one shot. And there's another red, so I'm gonna hold out a bomb. And I think, okay, so you can only use your bomb there if you have 10 coins, because otherwise you won't have enough speed. Shoot, maybe 9 coins would work too, but it's definitely 10, because I tried 8 coins and it doesn't work. But you need enough speed to get away from the bomb's explosion radius. So you have to have like maybe 9 or 10 coins to do that. Otherwise, just throw the bomb back and just don't throw it. Because that's going to be brutal for you or for teammates in a war. And we will go to the next track. I guess since it's outward, what is a crucial outward track that people actually like to play? Ooh, DS Wario Studio. Okay, we are playing Sunshine Airport picked by Liquid U-Box. So, we will see how this goes. Hopefully I can get the mini turbo strat all 3 laps, and the ultra mini turbo strat, maybe go for a double box to 1 or 2 laps. I did not get a full start off, but that is probably because of my TV. I'm going to take a tight box here, just not even bother to trick, which is actually an okay option on that ramp, because if you don't trick, it's honestly fine, because you can take a tight line. And I, as if I off at that one, okay, so I'm gonna mini turbo here. Oh, okay, that doesn't work. Well, see, this is an experimental video too. So ripping off like the very left and right of ramps does not work, and I should have seen that, and that's entirely my fault. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to hold my ultra mini until I'm like about to get off the ramp, so I release my mini turbo and get off the glider so I get more speed. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna throw this back because there's about no chance of hitting them. Oh god, what do we need to like? We need to get around this corner and figure out my way. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it a bit wider. Oh, okay, that doesn't work either? Okay. Well, I'm learning, guys, I'm learning. I think I put him off the map. What I'm gonna do is increase. Okay, so he did not have a mana there. I have 3 streaming sessions. I'm decently far behind. I also like never play this track in worse for some odd reason. So forgive me if I'm really bad. But like I know what I'm doing wrong. It's just I'm really bad at execution. But what I'm gonna do is, since he's trying to nail it, I'm gonna stream away. I'm just gonna stick it in the air. I have a shroom, so I can get away from him. But I'm actually just gonna do Ultra Mini shot on this one. Ultra Mini trick. He has a red, then he also has a shroom. This will be a very close race. Oh, that might, yeah, that's his race, I think. Oh, he messed up. Oh, that's so sad. But it's okay, because that's why we learn. Since this is my last outward race, I guess I will try using... What is a good track for outward that I can try? Oh, okay. Wild Woods. Okay, so Ubach just told me that sometimes his Joy-Cons are not the best. That's why I use a Pro controller. I actually got it in December when I started playing with X Project. Amazing clan. 11 out of 10 for disbanded. So basically, I got a Pro controller for my birthday, and I was like beyond happy because I finally didn't have to deal with Joy-Con drift, and it just improved drastically. Alright, Wild Woods, picked by me, last race by Inward. I don't think he knows what a Pro controller is. I haven't looked to him after this. Yeah, I didn't get the first star of the game. I feel like this is the one on my TV, because I got the star for runners. So what Ubox is doing wrong here is he's actually going on the non-point path, which is very brutal. Because then since I have 10 points now, I will very easily be able to pass him. I can take this line right here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to flip this banana in case I get like a point. Yeah. I'm just going to flip this in case he gets it right. I'm going to snake here, drop banana here, one more banana. Holding it into an ultra mini so I get more of a boost, and then I'm taking the right path because I have 10 points. And since I have 10 points, I have more of an ability to drive like faster, if you know what I mean. But I don't need any more points, and the right path does not have points where the left path has 3. So if you do not have any points, I prefer going the left path because you can get points, you can be faster. But if you have like 10 points, maybe even 9 or 8, you should go. Okay, I tried blocking that, but go right path. Like, you see here I have 9 points, and I can still get 1. And I can go right path. And I guess since I have a point, I'm just gonna take the stubble blocks and other point. Oh, okay, I used that way too late. That was definitely my bad on the timing of the thing. Another red. Okay, yeah, I feel like there's another red, which I'd be very scared about. 6 points, I need to take the stubble box. Let's see. What I can do is, I can now get 10 points, so I can get 9, so I'm gonna just do that. Alright, so that was a pretty interesting race. I played pretty well, but I also got a lot of reds hit on me. So now that has been 4 races, I'm going to swap to Waluigi Yoshi Bike. And I'm going to get Toad's Turnpike because that is the essential inward track, basically. Like, okay, let's not pick Koopa Bike. But basically, Toad's Turnpike is the only track in Mario Kart Deluxe where you have an advantage on inward rather than outward. So if you're an inward main and you're watching this, I really recommend if you just pick Toad's Turnpike individually. If you're on like a war and you're in first, say that you're running this Turnpike, it really gets you places. But yeah, now that Toad's Turnpike has been picked, I am on the right side. If I get the full start, I can wind around and get the coins, so I'm technically further ahead. Oh, I blocked out, but he's not getting the points, so I will take those coins. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a very tight line here, because I'm very comfortable with taking tight lines online. I'm going to take all of these coins right here. I have 10 coins, and I have a decent far break. I'm going to take these 2 item boxes instead of they're really tight, because I do not have any items. And in case there's like a red shell, or even a blue shell for possible two-player games. I don't really know much about items, but I do that to play safe. I'm going to do that. And then Yeah, you see Regina? Okay, do not get the super mini, unfortunately. Okay, that's original. Yep. I feel like there's no there, because I totally should have changed that much later. I'm gonna not do the gliding ramp strat because it's online, the cars are like very misaligned, so I could barely take that anyways. I'm just gonna take out one box, but decently tight, and since this ramp is available, I'm gonna go off it. Just only 3 coins, I'm gonna do that, get the mini turbo, and just hold these since I don't think mini box will be going tight, so it's basically a waste of my time to back something where he could have wreck. I'm just gonna drive in my line, like I do in time trials, if I were using this combo. And I always have to watch out for the cars, which is why I always go really tight. And then do that. And then I can snap myself too, because I'm decently good at that. But yeah, that is Toad's Turnpike. It is a very essential inward track, since outward can't do that. But a lot of the turns outward can't do, but inward can do that, and so that is why it's an essential inward track to learn. The next essential inward track to learn, it doesn't really have an advantage over outward, but it's almost even at this point. Piranha Plant Pipeway, also known in the Americas as Piranha Plant Slide. And if that is picked, then I guess that I will try to drive it on Inward, because I have not played Inward competitively in around 4 to 5 months. And I played Split Joy-Con. Okay, now we are playing Piranha Plant Slide. It's a very fun track in my opinion, but it's also kind of a pain in wars. Because if you mess up one little thing, you lose like 8 spots. Unlike a couple other courses where you can lose like maybe a spot or 2. Okay, I either black out or I just get like half spot out. So that's not cool. Alright, so basically on Inward, instead of just drifting really late, you want to actually drift really early. Alright, you want to drift really early, because if you're outside and then you go inside later, ignore that, that was really bad. So I've not played this in so many months. But the sooner you drift, basically the tighter you'll go. Oh, okay, I thought I could block that. But I was wrong. I'm gonna get this double box, because if you get a double box, you're guaranteed to have a defense item in your either pocket or just as an item. So if you're itemless, always go for double boxes. But in wars, if someone calls like, I'm going for double box, I'm going for double box, just say like, okay, I'll go for the box next to you. Because like, communication is always very important in wars, and it's really fun coming to me, because like, I don't play 90% of my wars, but when I do, I always have this very good communication on where I put stuff, in my opinion. Like, being on, I think 5 or 6 teams now, along with Alan, I missed that double box, but luckily, I got a bomb, so I'm gonna just back out there. Okay, so he was too far back. I'm gonna try smoking on Inward. That actually worked. So I'm just gonna try. Another good thing about Inward Piranha Plant Slide is that you don't really get stuck in those little gutter things much, like on the side, that send you flying in the air. The only real trouble is this one turn, but it's not the worst thing once you get used to it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna edge mini here, so I can get more speed if I don't hit that mana. I have a coin. This could be bad. So that is my only item right now. So it's impossible for a red to hit me, so I guess I win unless I do that. Alright, so that was pretty bad on my part, but we still got the job done. I think I put it to 8 races. I'm like 95% sure I put it to 6 races. Or, not 6, 8. Okay. Alright, I guess another good inward track to learn, coming from a bit of experience in an inward main plan, I'd say Sweet Sweet Canyon was always a very good track to learn on inward. Okay, we are playing Yoshi Circuit, picked by Liquid D-Box. And I will try to do what I'm trying to learn right now, because everyone has to learn something in their Minecraft career. What I'm learning right now is the Yoshi Circuit no item shortcut. And it is very hard. But I think I need 10 coins, which is probably one of the reasons why I failed it. Another being that I'm really bad at the game. So U-Box took those coins, which is very good. Like, you always want coins. You did the shortcut very well. You got the hop down and everything. He has the delayed mini turbo down. I feel like this is okay. Controller failed real quick. So use that, and then has the items. And then just take this wide path to get a furniture. I'm just gonna back those because there's nothing. They're gonna mushroom. So I'm just gonna take a regular shortcut. Also, Yoshi Circuit is a very good luck track for soloing in general. There are some luck tracks that are played more than others, such as Dry Dry Desert, Donut Plains 3. What else? Yoshi Circuit is played quite a bit, but not as much as like Dry Dry Desert, or yeah, Dry Dry Desert, no Jitteries. Alright, now that I have 2 mushrooms and 1 coin, I'm just gonna shoot in front of you, try to throw you off. I'm gonna use Toad's Factory Physics there. Oh, okay, yeah, that like that one. He tried to do the no item shortcut, but I used Toad's Factory Physics, or TF Physics, to get over that turn, which is basically, I think it's like counterfeiting, but I think in this movie they call it counterfeiting, in a Mario Kart Wii they call it TF Physics. Well, I call it TF Physics, which is basically like, you have your controller all the way to one way, and then you drift all the way to another way to get more airtime. I'm gonna bomb him. And that is Yoshi Circuit. And this will now be our upcoming last race. It's honestly been a practice experience for me, just trying to learn what to do with inward, outward. I guess, honestly, if you're winning, you have to pick the best track, clearly Baby Park. It is an amazing track to play if you're like not up or down by in wars 66s. If you are up or down more than 41, I believe, or it's more than 40 or equal to 41 or more, that and it's 1 race left, just pick a track that you want to pick, because it's over. You either win or you lose at that point. So just pick a track that, not that you're like comfortable driving, like if you enjoy the track, like in any way at all, just play it. Unless your team says otherwise, like pick this track. You can actually, it's like 2 races in 41, or like anything, like try to use it in multiples of 41. That was pretty bad. But try to use it in multiples of 31. or like, let's say you have 3 races left and you're down 122. Theoretically, if you get you're down 121. Theoretically, if you get 3 top 6s, you would be up by 2 at the very end of the war. Oh, nice, I got him. But yeah, never say never unless statistically you're out of it, in my opinion. Okay, that's pretty bad. I'm streaming. Nice. You on the bottom. Okay, D-Box is another green. Oh, that was so smart of him. I think it's gonna win this one. Yeah, that was really good from me there. Alright, well, I guess that's all. Thank you for watching, and if you want any more coaching videos like this, honestly, this is my first time, and I actually kind of enjoyed making it. But if you enjoyed these kind of coaching videos, please comment, like, subscribe if you want me to do more of these. And I know I said that 3 times now, but okay. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out!